that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter of play.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called a desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Hey, 59, ready? Come again. Mike, check 30.
Now Ryan. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, 1st down. Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be open. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Lutz with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go!
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Get up!
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
39.
It's a give to Freeman running right. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check. Lucky. Hey, Rick Lance. Check 13. Deuce.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Check. Watch the safety creep.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
At the 37-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
I'm too strong out here. Too big for you.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multi-task.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Come on,
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Let's go now. 55, check 55, Mike. 3 buzz, 3 buzz.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
They're running it.
A gain of 14. And the Saints first down.
Ready.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you all my misconceptions.